HTC215 video assignment.
This is the introduction of myself. This page shows the history of pizza, the origin of pizza, and the most famous pizza in the world. You can pause and read it. The first ingredient is all-purpose flour. Next, we need a pinch of salt and a little bit of yeast. And lastly, we need a cup of water. Now we put water in the bowl, and then we put a little bit of yeast, and then we mix it with our hand. Mix it until it dissolves. Just mix it. And now we put a little bit of yeast, just 1 gram of the yeast. And then we mix again until it dissolves in the water.
September ends, like my father's come to pass.
Just keep mixing it until it dissolves.
Wake me up when September ends. Here comes the rain again, falling from the stars.
Now we put just 2 cups of flour into the water, and then we mix it with our hand. So I'm using a Neapolitan pizza dough, which I learned from YouTube. I watch it. The technique is very simple if you know the drill. Basically, the technique is just put water and then salt, and then put the yeast in it, and then you put flour in it, and then you mix it with your hand until it came nice and thick. After this, we wait until 1 hour to make the yeast work. After 1 hour to rest the dough, now we come to rolling the dough. We put our dough from our bowl to the mixing table. Just put a little bit of flour into the dough to make sure it don't get sticky like that. Now just roll the dough like this. Just roll it with your hand. This process can take a few minutes because so I have to edit it so it looks um,
like my father's come to pass. 20 years has gone so fast. Wake me up when September ends. Wake me up when September ends.
now. If you have finished rolling it, if you want to know how it's done, you can just touch it with your finger, and if it pops up, that means it's done. Now, after you have finished to roll it, we need to put it back in the bowl and wait at least 6 hours and cover it up with a closed dam. And after 6 hours, the result is quite impressive because they do have rice. Now what we need to do is we cut the dough into 4 pieces to make a ball dough. So we cut it in half and we cut the other in half too. Now what we do is we roll the ball to make the ball dough look so much better. This is what I learned from the YouTube. Now I want to show you the topping that we use. First off, I use shredded cheese and then a little bit of mushroom and sausage, and lastly is tomato sauce. Now put a little bit of flour into the table. Now we stretch it. Just stretching the dough. Now we put the tomato sauce all over the pizza and don't put it in the crust. Now we put the sausage and then we put the mushroom in it. And lastly, we put the shredded cheese on top of it. Now after baking it for 50 minutes in oven, the results are in and you can clearly see it.